Alright, welcome to screencast number 4 for Unit 3, Lesson 2. This is actually not in your lesson, but it is going to be considered as part of your lesson because we're discussing the periodic table. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it as a separate quick check grade. And this shouldn't take you long to fill out, and I will walk you through everything that you need to do. First of all, just to review, the element's period number tells me how many energy levels are being used to place electrons. The element's group number tells me how many valence electrons I have. And then down in the chart, valence electrons for tall columns on the periodic table. We're not going to worry about trying to figure out the short columns. Okay, the taller columns, group 1 or 1A, has 1 valence electron. Group 2, sometimes called 2A, has 2 valence electrons. Group 13, which is sometimes called 3A, has 3 valence electrons. Group 14, sometimes called Group 4A, has 4 valence electrons. Group 15, sometimes called Group 5A, has 5 valence electrons. Group 16, sometimes called Group 6A, has 6 valence electrons. Group 17, sometimes called 7A, has 7 valence electrons, and group 18, or sometimes called 8A, has 8 valence electrons. Okay? Alright, so scrolling that up just a little bit so you can see it all. So 1A, 1 valence electron, 2A, 2 valence electrons, 3A, 3 valence electrons, 4A, 4 valence electrons, 5A, 5 valence electrons, 6A has 6 valence electrons, 7A has 7 valence electrons, and column 8A has 8 valence electrons, except for helium. Look at the note down there. Helium is in group 18, otherwise known as group 8A, but it only has 2 valence electrons. It's still a noble gas because it, like the rest of the noble gases, it has an outer energy level that's full. It's just helium is only using the first energy level, and the capacity in the first energy level is only 2 electrons. Okay? Alright. So I'm going to fill this in. Also, at the top, you'll notice that there is another table, and the little box at the left just gives you a place to use the map pencil to shade it in so that you can match up the colors to the periodic table in just a minute. So let me show you what I've got. Alright, here's what we've got now that we've got everything filled in. I went and color-coded all of the different parts of the periodic table, answered the questions, and put in the number of valence electrons. Okay, let me show you what the periodic table should look like now. Alright, this is what your periodic table should look like now that you've color-coded it. Remember that hydrogen, even though it's in column 1 or 1A, is considered a nonmetal, so make sure you color it yellow. Okay, blue are your alkali metals, light blue, alkaline earth metals, purple, transition metals. All of your other metals that don't fit into any of those other categories, those are gray. Your metalloids are green. Halogens are a group of very reactive nonmetals, and those are colored orange. Noble gases are red, and then, like I said, the just other nonmetals are colored yellow.